After I post I was not competing this year at Worlds, a lot of people start sending me messages asking if I quit competing or if I was retiring. And in my vision, like the way I see, like I didn't quit competing because you quit when you don't achieve your goals, like you give up and you quit. Like for me, it's like moving forward, and I achieved all the goals that I had in the Jiu Jitsu competition. Like when I was young, I started training at 12 years old. My goal was to be good. Like I just had in mind that I had to be good in Jiu Jitsu. This is what I love, and I want to work with this for the rest of my life. So I have to get good. I have no other option. So I started training, and I saw that competing was a way to prove how good I was. So that if you go to the competition, you win everything. Like people are gonna talk about you, they're gonna respect your techniques, they're gonna listen to you. And I started seeing that like when I was young, and doesn't matter like what goals I have, like I know that if I go there and I show that I can do it, that I can win the tournaments, like people will listen to me. So that was the way, that was the reason why I was always competing. Was always to prove to people, to prove even to myself that I could do it, I could perform good, like the techniques work, and all the hard work that I was doing in the academy, doing something that I love every day, was paying off, and was working. When we opened AOJ, I thought about like stop competing and just focusing on teaching, because I think this is my real love. Like I discovered that when I started teaching at AOJ, and but I felt that I had to prove something more. Like the fact that I was teaching and competing at the same time, I saw people saying like, ah, no, like they're not gonna win because they're teaching now, like they're spending a lot of time teaching other students, focusing on the academy, and they're not gonna be able to perform really good. And that kind of stayed in my mind that I had to prove one more thing before I stop. I had to prove that I could perform really good, even if I was teaching. And I still believe you can do that. Like I won last year. Like I think I had the best performance of my career. Like I had a really tough bracket, good competitors, and I was able to win. And in my vision, like the way I felt in the tournament was easier than any other year that I fought Worlds in the black belt. I had like a great performance. And after a win last year, I already knew that would be the last one. And now like it's time to move forward, it's time to focus on the academy, on building the team, making the team strong. So that's how I see. Like I don't see as a retiring. Like I would fight in the future. I would accept super fights. I would not compete for the medal again. I don't think it's something that I want. Like it's not my goal. I would not compete for the medal. I would do super fights, but not now. Now I want to dedicate all my time on teaching the students and making champions.
And how do you see like the next few years for you or for AOJ?
I think in a short future, like in a short time, I see the purple belts that we have now succeeding in the black belt. We have a lot of guys that are winning now, and they already figured out what they need to do to win, and we just need to keep working in the same way and do it in the black belt division. I see the progress every day, and I believe in my work, and I believe in the guys that I'm teaching now. And for a long term, like we have the best kids programs, the kids program in Jiu Jitsu, and we have super young kids. Like we have 3 years old that are training and that they go every day. They're already getting in love with Jiu Jitsu. I see them competing, like already like enjoying like the feeling of competing and being around like their teammates, and I see my academy. It's the biggest the biggest academy in the world, like making champions, and I really believe in my work and the work of the people that are with me, like all the coaches that I have at AOJ, people that are working together, like all like love what they're doing. Like, I never seen anything like that before, like the way we work there, and I think like every time you have a group like this, we had a group like this as a competitor when I was training in Brazil. We had a really strong group that were working together to achieve the goals, and we had a really good we had really good results. I see the same thing working at AOJ with the coaches. Like they're all united as a team to build the classes and to make the kids enjoy the jiu-jitsu and win the tournaments, or like become more confident. And I think this is the most important. Once you find this group, like we can have these people together, like then we can work towards our goal, because we're gonna succeed. I can feel that. That's the main reason why I decide that this is the perfect time to stop competing and just focus on building the team, because we have the group that we need to succeed, and I can feel that.
And now that you're not competing, what do you think about the division?
I believe that Paulo has everything to win this year. He's a really good competitor. He was in the finals last year against me, and I really believe that he can win this year. And I hope he keeps like excited and motivated to keep competing and increasing his level to do it again. Because I tell the students all the time, winning for the first time is not hard if you dedicate yourself, if you're willing to do that, because you're always excited to win the first time. Like you go there, like you prepare yourself, like, and it's a new goal when you go there and you win for the first time. And then after you achieve that, like you become the target in the division. Like you're the black belt world champion, everybody wants to beat you. And I think then it's way harder, because you have to do the same thing again. Like same goal, you have to pass through the same preparation to achieve something that you already achieved. Like you're already the champion, like, but you have to do it again. So this is hard. Like I was able to do that 4 times. Like I see as a victory, like for myself. Like man, like being through like the same thing, like diet. Like I'm normally 152. I have to cut to light feather because my brother weighs the same weight and he competes in the division that I am. So I cut the weight that I have to cut 10 pounds. Go there, perform really good. I pass through the same preparation, but cutting weight, like. It's very stressful, like, and doing it one time, it's stressful, but it's fine. But like doing that over like years, like it's really hard. I think that more than becoming like a world champion, being the best guy in the division, for me, what makes me proud is that I was able to stay there for a long time. I was able to keep winning and facing opponents that were hungrier than me, because they never achieved that tournament, that title. But I was able to win and win again, and that makes me happy. Like I think it's something that I can pass on to my students. So like I know how to get there. I know what you need to do to stay there. And now, like having all this knowledge, like I feel like if I just keep competing, like I'm being like kind of selfish, like, just thinking about me. Like I like my main goal now is to share with my students and make them champions. We have a strong team, and if I was able to bring home one gold medal, now I want to bring home more gold medals, like maybe 10, 20, 30 gold medals. I don't know, like how many gold medals we can have. This is the next challenge for me now. Like, see how many gold medals I can bring home after this tournament.
Do you think someone who starts when they're younger, like 12 years old, has an advantage over someone who starts over like 20?
I think like really depends on the personality of the person. Like, of course, a person that started as a kid, like 12 years old, they have more time to make mistakes and like fix it. And I always talk about this with the students. Like, when you start with 22, 23 years old, you still have the same chance, or even older, like you still have the same chance to succeed and achieve the same thing, but you have less time for the mistakes. You have to rush. So everything that a kid is doing like 8 years, you have to do in 2 years. So I think the process is like more painful, and it's more stressful for sure, but you're still able to achieve the same goals and do the same things. I feel we all have a timeline as a competitor. Like, once you get to the black belt division, you're gonna be on fire to do it for like 5, 6 years, and after that everyone's gonna slow down. Like, it's always like this. Some people like stop competing, some people like just like redirect their goals, or some people go to MMA. Like, it's always like this. So if you start as a kid, like I did, like with 12 years old, I got my black belt. I was 20 years old. I won the first year. It's a black belt, and then I'm 27 now. So like, was 7 years in the black belt division, and then after that you kind of like get tired, like, and you need to do something different. You need to plan something different for your life and move forward. For someone that started at 23, 24, like, it's gonna take like a couple years to get their black belt. They get their black belt with 27 years old, for example. Like, they still have the same like 6, 7 years competing in the black belt division. It's just like, I think the process, because the pressure is bigger, because an adult that starts training Jiu-Jitsu and have this goal of becoming a world champion in the black belt division, he knows how hard it is, and he knows how hard he needs to work. So the pressure is bigger. Like, a kid that starts at 12 years old, like, it's more, they're doing for fun. Like, a lot of them already have the idea that what they want. Like, for example, me and my brother, we already knew what we want. Like, I remember in the first year, it's a yellow belts, we were already talking about like traveling, teaching seminars, and like planning what we would do for the future. A lot of my kids, like in the academy, they already know what they want. They just like have less pressure, because it's just so much time. They can make mistakes and correct the mistakes. Like, you see that like they worry less about losing, because they know that they're gonna have so many tournaments in the future. Like, it's less stressful as a kid. I feel that's why, like, and another thing that I think like counts a lot is that when a kid start training Jiu-Jitsu, they are open mind. Like, everything that you teach, like, they're gonna listen to you, they're gonna follow what you're saying, so that the level of respect, it's like, it's huge, and they're gonna do what you're saying. And an adult, like, if they don't have the same open mind, like the same mindset that they have to listen to the person that know how to get there, like, they're gonna make the mistakes and they're gonna waste their time, like, make the mistakes, waste time again, and it's gonna take more time. They still able to achieve like if they really want to do it, if they work really hard, but it's just wasting time. If you get an adult that it's really open minded, has that kid mindset, you know, like doing everything that you say and listen, trying to fix mistakes, and this one's gonna be way easier to work with, and the chance that this person's gonna succeed faster, it's way harder.
I see a lot other academies trying to do kind of the same thing AOJ is doing because it's successful. What do you think's the main difference between their schools and like AOJ?
Once I saw an interview with Steve Jobs, and they were talking exactly about this. Like they were saying that people were trying to copy iPhone, and it's pretty cool because like his answer was like clear. Like he had this like the perfect answer. Like he said that people can copy the hardware, but they will never be able to copy the software. And that's how I see, like, people can have a really nice facility. They can put the white mats and the white walls, but I think that this is not AOJ, you know, this is just a white facility. Like AOJ, it's like the work that we put there every day, like the dedication of the professors and all the coaches, like the environment that we have there. And everything, like the way we run the classes, like everything that's inside of the academy, like behind everyone that's working there, it's what makes AOJ special. So this is something that it's really hard to copy. I think it's impossible to copy because it's something that's inside of us. Like it's something that we have the desire to do that every day. We wake up with this mentality and we go there, we do that. I think like when I see a white academy, I think it's really cool because I see that we're inspiring people. People like they get motivated when they see us like succeeding, and they see the really nice facility, and it's really cool. I wish like all the academies were white and clean as AOJ. It would be much better for the Jiu Jitsu community.